Oh, durka durka durka.
Welcome to another shitty review of a knife you never heard of. Petrified Fish Warrior, also known as the PF949. I got this knife today. It's dumb to do a review of a knife that you haven't even had for a day. Like, most of the reviewers do that. They lie. They're like, oh, I've been carrying this around. Bullshit, you've been carrying this around. Anyway, but I like this knife so much that I just had to be a fucking YouTube video maker and just run out there and record this thing. The basics. First off, maybe the most important thing. How much is this thing? Well, depending on the configuration, the scales, low 50s to low 60s in that area. The blade is K110, and that's like better D2, I guess. Now, I don't really use my knives enough to wear them out to know if there's a difference between this and D2. So here's Petrified Fish. Different. I did a video about this knife, the forward. I don't remember what the number is, but I really like this. This is in D2, and I will say that this is in K110, and it arrived significantly sharper. Like, that's real sharp. It's not the sharpest knife I have, but it's in the top 5. I got about 50 knives, so pretty good. The other K110 knife, again, I don't know. Every K110 knife that I've had, but that's a sample size of 2, unfortunately, because everything else is D2. This Real Steel Sacra that's been growing on me, Sacra, is sharp as fuck. Well, I just screwed something up there, but oh, maybe I gotta strop it. Anyway, it's really sharp as well. So maybe K110 is better than D2, or maybe I made that up. Anyway, let me get this crap out of the way. I wouldn't want you to be looking at extra stuff in outside the frame, in the edge of the frame, right? I don't want you to look at that. But the coolest thing about this knife, this material. So I watch videos on every knife before I buy it. And I don't, nobody said anything like this was that cool. And I don't know if it's going to come up well on the video. But it's like a black wood. They even call it they call it on the box a vertical carbon fiber. I've never seen carbon fiber like this. It's the opposite of shredded. It's very uniform. I read something like it's made in just layers of sheets like like plywood. But it's really attractive. It's carbon fiber, so it's light. It feels great, and I really like it. It has this little bit of like luminescence, but it looks a little bit like wood, and it's very smooth, but not slippery smooth. Pretty smooth, but I think that's awesome. These scales, it's on the heavy side, but it's a big old blade too. Let's see if 4.48 ounces. Let's see if they lie. And let me weigh this on the thing that you can't actually see. So I'll just lie to you. It says 4.34 ounces. So even better. My sweet spot for knives is like 3.5 to 4.5 ounces. So if we're in that range, I'm good. So this is right on the edge, and I'm good. Carried it today, and I'm good. It doesn't bother me. One deployment mechanism. A lot of people, they want something else to fidget with. I don't think it's as like a survival, wait a minute, I need another deployment mechanism because a man has attacked me and I need to reach in my pocket and stab him in the neck, but I need to have a flipper hole to do that. No, I mean, it's for fidgeting, right? So, yeah, one way of doing this, but pretty good one, huh? You hear that? Get that. Pretty darn good. Feels very good. I love this size of this blade. I love the shape of the blade. I love the grind on it. It reminds me, I didn't bring it out here, but the Civivi Synesis that I have is like an even bigger version of this. Almost too big in my opinion. Like this feels much more appropriate in the sense it's pretty wide, and yet the liners are nested. I don't love the way this backspacer looks because they had to mill out in a weird direction this carbon fiber, and that's not the best look. If I could actually get the damn thing to focus. It looks kind of grainy and gritty or whatever. Will that thing focus? Focus. Well, let me get a better phone. So Blackstone wash finish. Didn't give you a lot of sharpening edge here on the choil, so this is good for a choke up, but in terms of how much you could sharpen this, yeah. I don't love billboarding on a knife, and I really wish they had taken, I feel like this would be almost perfect if they had taken this and this off, but I will tolerate it because I like everything else about it. And then they did this clip, which I guess among the reviewers, the 3 people that I watched, was a mixed bag. It actually is like the edge of a fish, a swordfish. So as Mr. Bees would say, we got mushrooms growing in the shade. And now it doesn't really bother me, to be honest. Too many of the good things about this knife, and I don't think I've ever actually caught my jeans on a rounded screw. Like, whatever. So for like a $60 or $50, you're talking about discount code. I bought it off White Mountain Knives. It is now out of stock, so hell, maybe I bought the last one. But you know, this would be $6 off with code LTK. Overall length 8.5, so it's getting toward a big knife. It's right on the edge of being a big knife. I wouldn't say it's a big knife though. It's just it's like a you know, it's like a 16-year-old who's like gone through most of puberty, but still got a little more to go. I don't know. It's not quite big. It's just sizable. Is that a diluted synonym? Over at Amazon, it's cheap, but they don't have as many variations. A couple Bancarta green, and then here's this in a carbon fiber. I mean, oh god, that's not going to happen on this screen. Anyway, this is like the kind of more standard, which I actually don't like that much, but some people do. Going back to this, it's like wood, like a luminescent, smooth wood that almost has like a blade satin finish would have, in the sense of lines going uniformly in one direction. I should show you too. I don't really care about the boxes that things come in, but this one does have a couple little extra goodies. So screws, they give you that in Petrified Fish. They give you something for your Chinese steel blade doesn't rust. It's your cloth. But what's different is they give you some lanyard thing here, which I'm never going to use, because who really uses lanyards? I feel like it's the same as people who like oh god, have a car that runs on cooking oil. Like, come on, nobody has that shit. They give you a sticker too, but this lanyard thing is new. And then they give you this dog tag, which, see how that has that same logo there. Just have to reverse it in your brain, I guess. But you see that kind of like swordfish looking thing. So, or that's, I don't know what that is, but dog tag. This goes with the warrior theme, so that's cool. So all in all, I anticipate this being my one of my more, this might this might make it into my pocket more than any other knife in the next couple of weeks as I become acclimated and bond with it emotionally as we do. And I hope that these don't scratch up. I mean, again, it's dumb to review a knife the day you bought it the way that I did. So I certainly can't tell you anything about its long-term blah-bitty-blah, but if my other Petrified Fish knives are to judge, it will be great. So, Petrified Fish Warrior 949, smooth. This is crown, no, not milled, but kind of goes with the whole sleek vibe here, and I like this one. So, all right.